if you're in no contact right now with somebody that you were with, in a relationship with, romantically, or there's been some kind of break in a connection, and you feel really like, oh my God, this is terrible, why is this happening? This video is for you. Because honestly, I've been there. So many of my clients have been there. It's one of the things that we talk about in the living room, and there is a huge benefit to being in no contact, and it is absolutely essential a lot of the time for you to be able to recover from the pain and the perceptions and the negative loop that you might have been in, and for you to reconnect to yourself again. So I really like the analogy of the broken arm, right? So when somebody breaks their arm, they put a cast on the arm, and the cast creates space between the wound and life so that the wound can heal. And no contact is a bit like that. It gives you space and time in order for the pain and the negative perceptions and those feelings to be processed without being re-traumatized and re-triggered. So whenever you're in continuous contact with somebody who has hurt you, it's really like rubbing salt right onto the wound every single time. And until you've actually given yourself time and space to recover, to have some distance, to regain power and control over your life and your sense of self again, that person will keep on poking at the wounds that they have created, or that you both have created in that dynamic that was not working for you. Okay, so when you break up with somebody and there is a split in the relationship, that was meant to happen. That had to happen. Not because there's anything wrong with you, not because you're bad, not because you're at fault, not even because the other person is bad or wrong, but actually because the dynamic was clearly not working. The dynamic was chalk and cheese right now. The dynamic wasn't flowing, and therefore there needed to be a separation in order for you to come back to yourself about who you are and stop depending on somebody for you to feel good enough within yourself. No contact can be really painful because it's like a drug withdrawal. You know, wherever you have been reliant on somebody for your sense of self-worth, your sense of peace within yourself, or whatever it is that you've been dependent on that person for, and then they go away, you feel like, oh, did I not matter? Am I anything to this person? What if I never meet anybody again? What if this person doesn't come back? Am I ever going to be okay again? Will I ever get over this? And these are all very, very normal thoughts. And you've kind of got to see it as like the dependency doing its thing as it recovers itself and you recover yourself. And all of those negative feelings are the dependency, the addiction, saying, please go back, I need that thing, I need that thing. And that's the very thing that the no contact actually helps you to overcome. It's like breaking your own glass ceiling. It is essential. Now, a lot of people might think, yeah, but you've got to get to the point where you're actually okay around that person. But usually when you're re-triggering the wound all the time and that person is perpetually hurting you, all you're doing is disrespecting yourself. All you're doing is teaching yourself that your feelings don't matter. All you're doing is continuously walking into the fire and not actually standing up for yourself and remembering your own self-worth, which is what you need to do. And in that period of no contact, it is so important that you spend your time with positive people, positive things. You get out more, you say yes to life more, you remember that actually you can live without this person. Then the dependency starts to drop and you start to be able to really see it clearly. Was this person right for me, or was I just attached? Was this person right for me? Did I love this person, or was I just dependent on them for a feeling that I felt like that person had to give me, rather than me knowing I can create it within myself, create the circumstances within myself for me to feel good enough? Because you already are good enough. And that person is not there to prove it to you, but they've given you a feeling and taken it away to show you how dependent you were on them. And that is the work, that is the job of the split. That's so important for your evolution. If you need help with this kind of thing, come along to the living room. We've got lots of people who have experienced this, who are in no contact right now, and who will be able to relate to you and understand you and walk with you through it, along with me helping you, asking you the right questions so that you can see what this is actually really about. Because in my experience, it's never about the person, it's always about you. So if you want any more information about what I do, you can find out in the links below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.